So here we have a very strange piece of hardware, the SyQuest, yeah, probably, yes, SyQuest SparQ 1 gigabyte. Apparently it was supposed to be a competitor to the zip disk, and it literally has a hard drive in here. Well, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, this thing has removable 1 gigabyte cartridges. For the time, I guess it was very well. From what I can tell on the Wikipedia page, it was competing with like the 100 megabyte zip disk. And since zip disks were like, say, $22 per 100 megabyte zip disk, according to Wikipedia, these are like $30 or something like that for the 1 gig. So obviously this is a lot cheaper and awesome, so you'd think. Anyway, this is an external model, which ran off Parallel. All this stuff was sealed before I opened it earlier to check it out. So, excuse the mess, I guess. Let's open it up with one hand, I guess. Okay, that's it. So I guess you get a 1 gigabyte starter disk here, which I will probably wipe clean because it has junk on it. Here's the drive, which I put my greasy Papa Kelsey's sub sandwich fingers on earlier, so whatever. Yeah, Parallel, and the power looks like a AT keyboard connector. Whatever you do, do not insert this into the back of one of your computers. You'll probably fry it. Yeah, it comes with one of these shipping things. So yeah, it's a pretty cool looking device here. It comes with a parallel cable and the power adapter and a stand for if you want to stand this thing up for some reason. Sure, why not? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to try hooking this up to my 486 and see if I can get it to do anything. Which I obviously know it does. I've hooked it up to one computer before, but it's a Windows 98 computer, so I don't know how this is going to work with Windows 3.1. It says it's compatible with Windows 3.1, so I guess we shall see. So here we are now after I hooked it up. And it has a printer pass-through port for those very important printers, and now I have everything and then some hooked up to this computer. Ugh, and I had to dig out another power strip. Safety, yeah, lots of it. Anyway, so I guess this is how it works. Well, I should turn it on. Shoot. Man. Ugh. I'm done. Alright. There we go. So that basically turns on. Let's turn on the computer. Yay, loud. Anyway, let's take a look at this disk here. This is a SparQ 1 gigabyte disk. Apparently it's the starter disk. One thing about this thing, these SparQ disks that I read on Wikipedia, since they basically are hard disks inside these things here, it actually has magnetic read and write heads in there like a hard drive would, which is insane. Anyway, yeah, this leads to pretty catastrophic failures, if you will, because if you crash one of these disks or one of these disks fail inside this drive is basically useless. And if you put a broken disk inside of one of these drives, it wrecks the drive. So if you have a bad disk circulating around an office and you're trying to back stuff up, basically you screwed all these disks. And if you put a good disk inside of a bad drive, it ruins that disk. So what a giant merry-go-round of hell, I guess. Let's stick that in there and see if it spins up. Prepare for liftoff. It's kind of vibrating. Anyway, I think kind of sounds like a hard drive, doesn't it? Anyway, let's install this. All I know, you gotta install and To be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to use this for. Maybe to transfer stuff between old computers? But most of the old computers that I want to transfer stuff to and from have been connected to the network. I guess it's a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. It's just kind of a cool little piece of hardware that will probably fail within a month or two if I keep on running it. I don't know what it's doing. Hopefully I didn't turn off the parallel port in this computer, and that'd be a pain in the butt to get that thing back on. Because the only reason I'd do that is if it's taking up an IRQ that I want to use. That would mean IRQ hell again, but I don't think I had to deal with that with this computer. I think the last computer I had to deal with IRQs and shit was this Compaq that really wanted to use its internal audio hardware instead of my sound card. Seek error reading drive A. What? You didn't even seek. Hello? Fail? Ignore? Aww. Did not complete successfully. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Did you just kill my floppy disk drive? You bastard. Okay, seek tests now. Let's check the BIOS here. Let's go to freaking, I don't know. I don't see anything about parallel. Blah 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 blah. Can I even turn off the parallel on this machine? It might be in jumper form. Who knows? I guess we'll try installing this again. So it shouldn't take this long, I don't think. The last time I did this, yep. Okay. No power. IE parallel port is all. What was that noise? It was. If it already failed, that would have been very humorous. That'd pretty much sum up this piece of technology in a nutshell, I do believe. I wanted to get this to work on DOS or Windows 3.1, but I guess I'm just going to have to show you on Windows 95 instead, since the 486 is being temperamental. After giving the floppy disk a failure many times in a row. Anyway, let's turn this thing on again. Stick this disk in here. It's not a one-handed operation, that's for sure. Ooh. Guess it's doing a seek test or something. Whatever. But considering this is parallel, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be very fast anyway. So, let's open up our floppy here. Hit install. Or setup. Install would be good probably. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what it was supposed to do in DOS, or copy stuff, but it just didn't copy things. Did not complete successfully. Well, thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do have the parallel on this computer disabled, because I was having troubles getting the Sound Blaster 16 to work on it. This computer has a BIOS that's very finicky. the Sound Blaster 16, if you boot with a Sound Blaster 16 in here, it will freeze every time. There is no unfreezing. But it does like its ESS and AWE64. Oh, computers so temperamental. Is it on? Oh, where is it? That's not. Onboard parallel port. Oh, the RQs, I don't know what to do. Sure, okay, whatever. Normal, whatever. Let's see what happens if I do that. Please don't yell at me. And it's working again. It's copying again. PH, whatever that means. I think it might work now. It may work. Oh my hell. Did not install correctly. There's no power to the SparQ drive. False. The SparQ parallel port or the AID cable is not installed correctly. False. The SparQ drive activity light is not glowing solid green. False. The SparQ starter cartridge is not in the drive. False. The SparQ starter cartridge is not inserted into the drive correctly. False. And the driver may not be working correctly. Thank you, drivers. Oh man, this annoys me. Well, I guess you get the gist of why this thing sucks anyway. You can't even get it to work in the first place, even though it's working. What a pile of crap. And you think AMD has driver issues. This shit right here takes a cake. Well, Earth just shook. Anyway, before I go and rage quit, here's a peek inside this thing. Maybe. Okay. If I can grab onto this little wiggly doody dad here. That is like a legit hard drive platter in there. That's funny. And I think they can keep the dust off of it with this little plastic thing. But I guess that's what this is for. And apparently, it appears I cannot delete anything off this disk, because if I do, then I won't be able to install this thing ever again. Which, I don't know if I'm going to be able to install it ever again to anything, because it does not appear that it wants to work. Oh boy. Maybe if I get this stupid thing working again in the future, somehow, by some stroke of luck, I might make a video on what it has on the starter packet thing here. But I don't know if I'm going to really be able to do anything with it, because I'd have to order another disc, and I don't know if I want another disc if I don't know if it failed or not, because I'd stick that disc in here and it ruins my drive. Oh, what a mess. This is why it did not succeed at all. That makes me wonder, what if you bought a default or a defective disc? Oh boy, that would ruin like a $200. Is this a $200 thing? I don't know. Whatever, how much it costs. What a pile. Anyway, I guess my next video would be on my interesting CD player over there that I got a while back, but whatever. Enough rambling. Let's get out of here.